Hey folks, Judd Zulgad at Jess Myers outside, as you can see, the Wells Fargo Center. Gophers losing the national championship game tonight 7-4 to Union. And Jess, you told me on Thursday, after Union beat BC, that you thought Gopher fans might be disappointed by the result on Saturday. Your reasoning and what you thought at that time, and of course you proved to be right.
What impressed me most about Union, not only in their game Thursday, but again tonight, incredible skill with their skates and with their sticks, and especially among their defensemen. Shane Gossespear was the MVP of the tournament for good reason. I mean, he controlled their offense. He was able to step up into the play repeatedly, and the Gophers didn't have an answer for that. And the one thing I'm writing about tonight is the Gophers got beat at their own game in a lot of ways tonight.
What, as far as this goes too, Union's an interesting story because they're a team that we didn't know much about. I think you said the last time you watched a ton of college hockey that you saw them was the 2012 Frozen Four, which the Gophers were in as well.
Yep.
So my feeling was, well, the Gophers should be the favorite to win this tournament. Boston College might be tough, but what really impressed me was Union was gritty, they were skilled, and they were strong on the puck. People kept saying, well, they're not stronger than the Gophers, and I said, no, they are, and they're really strong on the puck.
Yeah, and with that said, I mean, the Gophers had their moments. They jumped out to 1-0 lead. They jumped up to a 2-1 lead. That 3-minute span, or 2-minute span, whatever it was, with 3 goals late in the first period just killed them. The stat that blew me away after 20 minutes of this game, the Gophers had given up 4 goals in the entire tournament. They gave up 4 in the first period tonight. That threw them off their game.
Minute and what span was it?
1:54.
Yes.
So less than 2 minutes. Union scored 3 times. Absolutely took over all the momentum in this game.
Let's defend goaltender Adam Wilcox here a little bit too. There were some people saying, why aren't they lifting Wilcox? It's one thing for a goaltender just to allow rebounds. It's another for him to make save after save, and defensemen can't clear guys out. I did not think those rebounds were on Wilcox. Those rebounds need to be cleared away by his defensemen, and furthermore, they have to clear the Union players out. That's where Union was so tough. To blame those goals on Wilcox, who made some really nice saves, I thought was ridiculous.
Absolutely. I agree with you 110%. And there's another thing Union did that we've seen the Gophers do time and time again and have success with. They attacked the blue paint. They got the puck to the net and then just kept whacking at it, did not give up until the puck was over the goal line. And, you know, we've seen the Gophers do that time and time again. Tonight, their own medicine got used against them.
Gophers top seed in this tournament, ranked #1 throughout much of the season, Jess. Second final, or Frozen Four appearance, I should say, in 3 years. I felt in 2012 they were happy to be there. I thought this team felt it could and should win. If you were to very quickly here after the season has ended, summarize the season for the Gophers, how would you term it?
A good step forward for this team. They win their first Big Ten title. They get back to the Frozen Four. They get back to the national championship game for the first time in more than a decade, which, let's face it, people expect this is a program that's going to be in the national championship game on a more regular basis than that. So it was a step forward that way, but obviously some unfinished business tonight and going forward.
Your thoughts on potential underclassmen who don't return, because certainly they had the 5 freshmen who helped throughout the season and were outstanding. If you would expect people not to be back who aren't graduating, who would they be?
Justin Kloos and Hudson Fasching are the 2 guys that have NHL-style bodies right now. They could step in. With that said, I don't advocate anybody leaving after their freshman year. I think there's a lot more work they need to do on the college level before they're ready to make that step. But I can see some NHL scouts coming to call, especially with a kid like Hudson Fasching, who, like I say, has got that big body, and he's now the property of the Buffalo Sabres, and they need all the talent they can get in Buffalo.
And folks, if the camera work looks spotty, it's because Jess and I, you can't see this, are both holding this camera right now. It's very late, but we wanted to shoot this video before we return to the Twin Cities. Jess, great job. Check out his work, by the way, 1500ESPN.com. We'll both have stories up there, as well as this video recapping the Frozen Four. Once again, the Gophers lose in the final to Union. Gophers runners-up for the 2013-14 season. He's Jess. I'm Judd. Thanks for coming to 1500ESPN.com.